What's up guys, welcome to the Daily Refinement. In today's video I'm going to go over one of the biggest problems that resellers have, which is finding profitable inventory in bulk. So we're going to go over how to safely buy wholesale in this video. So I appreciate you guys. Please smash the like button, consider subscribing. We'll see you inside. Before we get in the video, I just want to point out that this works for small sellers too. So essentially to work with a wholesaler, it's going to come down to your potential or how much money you have. So if you are small and just getting started, but your store is beautiful and the wholesaler believes that you're going to turn into a great seller, they might take a flyer and let you order less supply. So this is really important because wholesalers will build you up over time because they want repeat customers. Everything is about repeat customers. So if you have the potential, but you're small, a wholesaler will be more likely to work with you. The most important part of buying wholesale, in my opinion, is that you try and double your money. So in the example today, we're going to talk about an initial investment of $11. So I want to make $11 profit investing $11. Now the items that we're talking about today are all brand new. If you're going for pre-owned items, I recommend you at least triple your money. So with an $11 investment, you'd want to make $22. And the reason is because on a used item, there's a lot more work in describing the condition and testing the item. So you want to make sure that you compensate yourself for that additional work. So a new item where the condition is brand new, double your money. On a used item, try and triple your money. Since 2017, I've purchased over $5 million worth of inventory from different suppliers. And it's kind of amazing because I've only reordered from about 5 different wholesalers in that entire time. So that means that I'm only finding about 1 supplier per year. So you guys really need to be patient. I've been working with John. You guys have watched me reorder from this guy over and over and over again to the point where I've already purchased 20,000 t-shirts from him over the last 6 months. So once you find a good supplier and that relationship is set, they look for things that match your margins so that you can reorder. And it's important to understand that when I met John, all these shirts were on eBay. So he has to balance, should I sell all these items retail on eBay for all the money or sell them right now to somebody else wholesale and get my time and space back immediately? So let me know in the comment section below. How long do you guys want to wait to sell your items? Do you want them gone today? Do you want them gone in 3 months? Do you want them gone in a year? Do you want to wait 3 years? It's up to you, so let me know in the comment section below. What's your time frame for selling an item? So you guys actually get to see this happen live because essentially what I'm trying to do is cultivate a repeat customer. And at this point in my life, I have thousands of repeat customers and I want them to safely be able to double their money. So on Monday, I'm actually gonna do a show where I put 25 t-shirts in a box. The average price is gonna be about $11 per item. And I've made it so the boxes are worth at least $30 per item so somebody can safely double their money. Because the whole point of me selling items wholesale is to create a repeat customer. If I'm trying to get all the money, then my relationship stops when they buy 1 shirt. But for me, I want thousands of customers, so I need to cultivate a way to get that customer to come back. So getting a repeat customer means the customer needs to be satisfied. In the resale world with a brand new item, Keystone is where you buy an item about half of what retail is. So about 50% of the final price, you pay that price. So that's where we're at. I'm pricing these items at $250 per lot, giving people a retail price of about $750. So if they discount the item a bit, they should still be able to double their money. So the big problems with wholesale is that you can't sell your items fast enough to reorder, or you can't sell your items for enough money to reorder. So it's really important to understand most wholesale is sold to brick and mortar shops that have that beautiful setting, try to get as much money as possible, or to people who sell online who try to move the items as fast as possible. So you've got to pick your model. All right guys, there's some really important things to consider. So when John did this initial buyout, he was thinking a timeline of 3 years to sell everything from start to finish. And that's with John doing all the work, all the listing, all the shipping, all the sorting. So you have to think about when you're buying a wholesale lot, how long it's going to take you to actually get these items listed. So you have to consider your space cost because 3 years of rent is an expense. If you had employees helping you, it's another expense. So that needs to factor into when you're making a wholesale deal. So that's why I recommend always buy something that you can list usually within 2 weeks so that you're not storing items for a really long time and that opportunity cost is stacking up. So remember, he had an initial timeline of 3 years of him selling all the items himself on eBay, and at most he had 1,000 items listed in his store, so he never even listed everything in the first year. So John is actually opting for less profit to sell all of his items in a 1-year timeline versus doing all the work over the course of 3 years to obviously make a lot more money. So we're doing this show on Monday to sell the remaining stock, to let other resellers sell the items closer to retail. And it's interesting because a lot of the people buying will will also have a brick and mortar, also have an Etsy shop, also have their own Instagram store. So it's gonna be a really wide net that they're selling to. So not just eBay, but Poshmark, Mercari, wherever you're selling your items, it's going to be a different audience. So the wider you have of a reach, the easier it is for you to sell your inventory, obviously. So that's why wholesalers are looking for people with a following, with a brand. So initially, John reached out to me. The email that I got from John was on April 18th, and he said, hey, you move a lot of inventory. Do you want to stop by and look at the shop? So eventually, when you get a reputation for moving a lot of inventory, wholesalers will reach out to you, and you can be on the other side of being chased. You're going to get a better deal. You're going to get more selection. So in the beginning, you have to be patient. People are going to say, you can sell the scraps. When I first started this business, I essentially sold the scraps of what was left over, and it was pretty bad. It was only double extra small, it was only odd sizes, it was only damaged goods, and I slowly worked my way up to what I consider the holy grail, which is selling brand new items. But brand new items is a different game. It requires more capital. So I recommend, as you guys are just getting started, everyone starts with finding something at the thrift store, starting with stuff at home where you make the most margin because you're buying something for $1 and selling it for 40. And as you graduate into needing more inventory to sell, the margins shrink, but the volume increases. So as you guys know, I sold $1 million in Whatnot over the last few months, and it was $140,000 profit. Now, a lot of people will say, I don't want to sell things for only 14% profit, but the volume is so high that it makes up for it. So hopefully that makes sense, guys. Please smash the like button, consider subscribing. We'll see you guys inside.